is Kennedy, and you're watching Dante Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So AJ does it. He regains his title. He wins an easy, unanimous decision over the destroyer, Andy Ruiz. AJ is now in a class with great former heavyweight champions like Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Muhammad Ali. Champions that lost their title, came back in a rematch and regained it. This win definitely defines AJ's career, his legacy status. He showed adversity, he switched his game plan up, and it worked. He had a perfect game plan. From the first round on, you could see he had this piston-like jab. It was like a Larry Holmes jab, and he was basically able to control Andy Ruiz with the jab alone. He had great foot movement in this fight. See, in the first fight, he was moving, but it looked like Andy was forcing him back. In this fight, AJ, he circled around the ring. He stayed in the center of the ring. He was never backed up to the ropes. He moved when he wanted to move. And once again, it was subtle movement. He made Andy Ruiz look so slow. He made Andy look like he had no defense at all. Because the way AJ was hitting Ruiz with the jab and even the right hand and a couple check hooks, it was almost as if he was hitting Andy at will. The foot movement and the jab, that completely took Ruiz out of the fight. Andy Ruiz, he wasn't cutting off the ring. He was very reluctant to let his hands go, and I think that's because the jab was so damn powerful. Not only that, but in the first round, AJ, he cut Andy with a perfect, powerful right hand. And I think that really deterred Andy and made him very hesitant. In fact, I know it did, because Andy said it at the end of the fight. In his post-fight interview, he said he was too hesitant and he gained too much weight. Now, speaking of him saying he gained too much weight, if you guys recall, after that weigh-in, I told you guys, if Andy Ruiz loses this fight, you can guarantee he's going to have an excuse and it's going to pertain to the weight that he gained. I seen people defending Andy Ruiz after the weigh-in saying, oh, he did this to be stronger and, that hat and the shoes made it look like he was heavier. He was definitely heavier. That was the first thing I noticed is when Andy took off his shirt or when he was in the ring in the first round, you could clearly see he was much bigger than he was in the first fight. Andy Ruiz, he also admitted he didn't prepare the right way for this fight, which means he did not take training as seriously as AJ did. And that's what it looked like when we seen the weigh-in. So Andy, he had little moments in the fight, like maybe in 2 rounds. The 8th round was his best round, but outside of the 8th round, and I think the 2nd round, it was all AJ. I did not expect AJ to win so easily. I don't think anyone did. I mean, a lot of people was picking Ruiz going into this fight, but even the people who picked AJ did not expect him to win this easily. It looked more like a sparring session. It looked like AJ was sparring with his little brother or his son. At least the majority of rounds, it looked like that. Once again, with the exception of round 2 and 8, it was so easy. You could just see how much fun AJ was having in the ring. So AJ, he gets his titles back, and now the first win that Andy got, it really does look like he got lucky because AJ was in the process of knocking him out. He had just knocked him down. Andy was still hurt, but AJ got careless, he got reckless, got caught with a shot that he didn't see, and he never recovered from the first knockdown. But Andy Ruiz, he's still a good heavyweight, but he's gonna have problems with fighters that move around the ring, fighters that have reach and have good foot movement. Remember, before he lost to AJ, he also lost to Joseph Parker. And that fight was a lot closer, but that's how Joseph Parker beat Andy. He used a lot of foot movement and kept his distance. It'll be interesting to see where Andy goes from here. Is he gonna try to get that rematch with Joseph Parker? Does he fight against Ortiz? That would be a great fight. Matter of fact, I believe Ortiz said that he wants the loser of Anthony Joshua versus Ruiz next. So that would be a great fight, Ruiz versus Ortiz. So let's see what happens. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.